What's going on, everybody? Oh my God, hold on. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we are talking about, oh damn, I'm so fucking good. Look at that shit. Oh my God. Fuck, like it's nothing, man. We are talking about the 2 reasons why guys don't commit, and the what if someone else is in the picture, let me get this shit straight. Someone else is getting in the picture, okay? Now, this is coming from, I had an email session with a client of mine, and she said I can do this. She said, I even told her I'm not going to say any names or anything, so we'll just call her Sarah, right? So Sarah sent me an email, a client of mine, saying that she met this guy out. They have a mutual friend. They hooked up. The sex was great, and he lives with his ex-wife right now. They have 3 kids. And now he's actually going to be moving out soon and getting his own condo. Now, she's worried that the guy's going to start talking to other women. Logical, right? I understand. That's something to be concerned. So she asked me what to do, what's the best way to go about this. Now, I want to start off saying 2 things, right? Before we even get into it, 2 things. There are only 2, I say it all the time, there are only 2 reasons a guy will not commit to a woman, okay? Number 1 is you're not that woman. You're not good enough. I'm sorry to say it. I know it's very blunt, but you just didn't show your value. You did not show your value. You did not show you are the woman worthy of dating, okay? I call it the Jennifer Aniston effect. When a guy gives you some excuse like I'm not looking for a relationship right now, or I'm too busy of work, I'm too busy of this, I'm too busy of that, throw yourself out and put Jennifer Aniston in place. Is he going to say the same things? Probably not. He's going to do whatever he can to get with her, okay? And of course, the second thing is other women / competition, right? Another woman is in the picture. So when I'm going through what I told her, now I told her in a very, 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 very detailed, about 12 to 1,500 words response, but I'm going to kind of give you the gist. But whatever I'm telling you, keep those 2 things in mind, right? It's other women, and it's that you're not valuable enough in his eyes. So I told her, which is a mistake I think a lot of women make. They say they see each other once a week. And, because, he's with his ex-wife still, or they live together. Now, when he moves out, he's going to have all these days pretty much free, right? Free. He's going to have all these weeknights free to do whatever the hell he wants. A lot of women don't value I don't know if it's an emotional thing or the connection or commitment or jealousy. Other women might come in. But a lot of women do not value space. And I told her the worst thing you can do is to expect or try to fill up those gaps, those holes, right? If you see him Wednesdays, the worst thing you can do is to try to see him Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, right? Let it unfold naturally. What you would want to do is if you see him Wednesdays, make those Wednesdays as fun, as close, as awesome as possible, so he wants to unfold and give you other days. That's the best you can do. It's like I always say, dating and relationships are like an interview. When you go in, that's your shot to show your value, to show your worth, to show what you can give to the relationship, to the interview, to the company, whatever it is, right? And if you do, then guess what? It's permanent. You're hired. There's no difference, okay? So the first thing she needs to do, and what you all need to do if you're worrying about other women or you're trying to see a guy more, is when you hang out with him, focus on the now. Focus on creating value, connection, rapport, sexual attention, especially sexual attention, sex appeal, and things like that. Then he will give you other days. So I'm telling her right now, she's watching this, do not try to see the guy more days unless it just unfolds naturally. Because when you do, you're going to create red flags. He's going to get the vibe. Even if he doesn't think about it straight up, it's subconsciously, the men know this through trial and error, right? When you're trying to hold him down, like the 2 reasons I said earlier were reasons a guy does not want to commit, but the reason, the guy's biggest fear of getting into a relationship is his lack of freedom, right? He loses his freedom. He gets suppressed, and a guy's going to feel like that when you're like, hey, let's hang out again, let's hang out again, let's hang out again, let's hang out again, right? That's just not how it works, okay? So that's number one. Number two is, I don't expect him to hang out with you anymore, or any less. I don't know why he would. I actually expect him to hang out with you more, because again, logically, why wouldn't he? If he's getting it one day from you already, and stuff like that, why would he not want to increase that? And again, and when he does, I think you should be using or creating value, creating sexual attention, sex appeal, things like that. Now, is he going to talk to other women? I think he's going to try. I don't know why he would not try. If I was talking to a beautiful woman who I was getting it from, and then I have 6 other days lined up, I would personally talk to another woman. And what this guy, here's what you got to remember. I think a lot of women make the mistake thinking, or I hope you don't make this mistake, at least Sarah, Sarah, yeah, we're talking to Sarah here, Sarah, right? I hope you don't make the mistake thinking that, he's out, and then I gotta see him more. Like, he's away, he got his own place, I gotta see him more, You gotta remember, he just got out of a relationship. He might have been out of it, but he just got his freedom, right? This is still a source of freedom for a guy. So don't try to get back into it, because he has a negative thought process when it comes to relationships. He has an ex-wife. He just broke out of that. He wants to explore. He wants to be free. He wants to have fun. Do not try to tie him down, because he is going to associate you with those negative relationships over here. So do not do it. The best thing you want to become for a man is what I call, escapism. You want to give him that thought of, like, he can go to you when he's trying to get away from all that kind of stuff, right? Just like we all like daydream about, like, the the good life, or in the Bahamas or beach, or I always see people posting on Facebook, like pictures of, like, beaches and Bahamas and hammocks and waterfalls and just water in fucking general, right? That's a form of escapism. They want to get away from reality. They want to get away from work, stress, all these day-to-day things that you have to do, this way you have to portray yourself in day in and day out, right? So he wants a form of escapism. And that's what you need to become. You don't be a woman with a whip, trying to keep him tied down, trying to keep him a certain way, trying to get him back into a relationship, reform a certain lifestyle, because he's not into that right now. And the reason these other women, if there are other women, they will win over you and get this guy, is because they know, or they're in it just to be in it. They're not throwing any tension, any stress. They're not throwing any pressure on him. It's just fun. It's light, and it flows naturally, right? They're fucking like water. Whatever you put them in, they'll just fold and mold to it and go with the flow. That's how you want to be. Please do not try to tie this guy down. Don't even mention relationships until later on, right? I wouldn't even mention them. I would just try to be with him and have fun. That's the best thing you can do. When you got to remember, women are your competition. So when you're in there, don't try to hold them down. Don't try to be a certain don't try to be his girlfriend. Don't even throw the red flags. Stop trying to over cuddle. Stop trying to overdo it. Stop trying to text each other all day, every day. If he doesn't text you, guess what? So what? Go about and do your thing, and then try to just keep your normal routine that you have with him. Right now, the bare minimum is 1 day a week. That's what you should at least be having with him. You should be increasing it more, but the only way to do that, here's a rule. Here's a good mindset to have. When you're with him, that's the time to try to get more days, right? You can talk about it. You can say, oh, we can do this one day, or we can do that another day if you want. Again, naturally, don't bring up, hey, I'm going to the zoo Friday. You want to go with me? But if he talks about, like, animals or something, then maybe bring it up. Something stupid like that. If he talks about, like, how he's hungry, or how, talk about your favorite food or something, he mentions, like, a cheeseburger, you can say, oh, have you ever been to blah, 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 blah down the street, right? Something that was really corny. Don't use that, please God. You'll lose them all. You'll lose it all together. But you know what I mean. It has to unfold naturally. It has to unfold and flow like you're not throwing anything in there. Guys will know in a heartbeat when you're trying to see them more and hang out with them more. But if he mentions, like, good sushi, and you say, well, there's a good sushi restaurant down here, we should try it sometime, boom, it just unfolds, okay? That's what these other women are going to do. Again, they don't have this strong attachment to him like you do right now. So you're going to overanalyze and oversee things, and you're going to just go crazy about every little analytical thing between you two. Don't do that. Be like the women over here and just flow with it naturally. When you're not with him, do your own thing. When you're with him, try to build rapport, value, social proof, and so on, and try to get other days. Don't don't demand other days because they're open, okay? So with that being said, I hope you guys got something from this. I already wrote the girl an email. I told her I was going to put this up for other people, and just in case they're in the situation. But if you're not, hey, listen, if you have a specific thing you want to talk about, you know, you can get an email session with me. That's what they're actually for. Very specific circumstances that you're in, that, you know, and so we can talk and I can understand what you're going through, so I can actually help you best way possible. But other than that, this is for kind of, I guess, very, 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 very surface kind of, you know, problems, like if another girl's in the picture, yada, 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 okay? But with that being said, I love you. Subscribe. Please get my free 254-page ebook below about men, attraction, what they're thinking, why they won't commit, and so on, yada, yada, yada. I love you guys. Peace.